Thank you. Good morning, everyone. So I'm going to convene the meeting, Human Services, for today, Thursday, March 24th. This may be our last meeting, if all goes well. Any remarks by the chairs?
Nope, just good morning, everyone. Just good morning.
Representative Case?
Good morning and good to see you there, Senator Moore.
Good morning, Senator Berthel.
Well, good morning, Senator Moore. It's always good to see you as well. And I think we're going to have I think maybe we're going to have a quick meeting today, get some things done and get on with the day. Let's hope so. But good morning, everyone. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Well, this is our last time being together. I think so.
Yeah.
I just want to say it's been an honor. I know that Representative Abercrombie won't be here, and it'll be a loss. I don't know who's going to be here next year. So look at Rep. Case. I don't know who's going to be here next year, but I certainly do appreciate all the work that Representative Abercrombie has done. She's been on this committee a really long time and carried the water, and I hope that she'll still be a resource that we can call her and say, now, why did you do that? Or why are we doing that? Because I think she's now got a historical perspective on everything that's happened. And I think, has it been 13 years, Representative Abercrombie, or 14?
16.
16 years. Wow, so she came right out of high school, right into the legislature. But I want to thank her for all her hard work. She really has been an engine. I've been here 8 years and she's just been the engine. So we'll get started and we can say something when we get through at the meeting. If anybody wants to make additional remarks, but I do want to acknowledge all the hard work that she's done and the connections that she's made within all the legislators, but also with the commissioners in different departments, both within our government and outside. And I hope she'll leave the list someplace where we can find it, who to go to. We should make her for the next month, so she gets through with appropriations, do it. If it's this, you go here. If it's that, you go there. This is the person to talk to in writing.
That's actually a really good idea, Senator. That's
Writing.
actually a really good idea.
What I never see here in the state is that there's never materials left behind to guide the next people, because we don't know who's coming back from year to year, rather than the OLR's here and OLA, but it'd be nice to have something for people to pass on to on how to get things done and who to go to. So
She's on speed dial.
She's on speed dial. Well, she's cruising all over the world. I don't know how quick that speed dial is going to be, but thank you.
We make sure there's an office in the RV.
But thank you, Kathy. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Senator, for the kind words.
You're welcome. Well deserved. Well deserved. So we'll start for the bills to be reviewed. The first one on the agenda is HB 5225, a raised bill, an act prohibiting clawback of certain funds retained by nonprofit providers of human services under contract with the state agencies. It's a JFS to the floor. Is there a motion?
So moved,
So moved.
Representative Dathan.
I'm sorry, it was moved and seconded by,
Case.
And Dathan.
thank you.
Madam Chair, I'd entertain starting a consent calendar, please.
Oh, I'll second that motion.
Well, thank you very much. We'll start a consent calendar.
Do we have to vote on that or no?
We vote on the, yes, we will vote on it. Is there, can we say aye or nay? All those in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Those opposed? Did someone say opposed?
No.
Oh, okay. Thank you. So we'll create a consent calendar. Is this something that you would want on the consent calendar?
Absolutely. Number one, put on a consent if you may, please.
This will go on consent. Don't scare me, Representative. Number two is House Bill 5333. It's a raised bill act concerning the program of all-inclusive care for the elderly. It's a JFS to the floor. Is there a motion?
So moved, Rep. Case.
Second.
And there's a second?
It was seconded by Lieber.
Thank you. And this is the PACE program that they're looking to implement in Connecticut that will look at Medicare and Medicaid services for clients.
Madam Chair, I'd like to put number 2 on consent, if that's okay with you.
Yes, Representative Case. This should be Representative Abercrombie's meeting if you're gonna just let her fly out of here like, thank you very much. We'll put this on consent. Number 3 is Senate Bill 280, raised net concerning naturopaths, is the JF to the floor. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second by Cook.
Thank you. It's been moved and seconded. Any questions?
Can we put that on the consent calendar, Madam Chair?
Yes, we can. Thank you very much. Number 4 is a Senate Bill 287. It's an act concerning Medicaid. It's a placeholder. Is there a motion?
So moved by Abercrombie.
Moved and seconded.
Second, Representative Dathan.
Thank you, Representative. Should this go on the consent, Representative Case?
As a placeholder, no.
Okay. We'll do a roll call vote on this one. Moving on to, are there any questions on that? Because it is a placeholder. We'll move on to number 5, House Bill
No,
5.
Madam,
No, we gotta
we have
vote on
to
it.
vote here. You have to take the roll.
Okay,
I'm here.
I'm ready to, okay, I see you. I'm ready to take the roll call, please, Madam Clerk.
Thank you, Madam Chair. A motion has been moved and seconded on agenda item number 4, Senate Bill 287, an act concerning Medicaid. This is a JF to the floor. Representative Abercrombie,
Abercrombie votes yes.
Senator Moore,
Moore votes yes.
Senator Berthel,
Senator Berthel votes no.
Representative Case.
Representative Case votes no.
Sorry, can you repeat?
Representative Case votes no.
Thank you. Senator Lesser, Representative Lieber,
Rep. Leeper votes yes.
Senator Cabrera, Representative Butler, Representative Cook,
Representative Cook votes yes.
Representative Dathan,
Representative Dathan votes yes.
Representative Garabay,
Representative Garabay votes yes.
Representative Goupil,
Representative Goupil votes yes.
Representative Hughes,
Representative Hughes votes yes.
Representative Santiago,
Santiago votes yes.
Representative Stallworth, Representative Aurora, Representative Buckby,
Representative Buckby votes no.
Representative Mastro Francesco,
Representative Mastro Francesco votes no.
Representative Scott,
Representative Scott votes no.
Representative Wood.
Representative Wood votes no.
Okay, thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Moving on to number 5, House Bill 5230, a raised bill act concerning standards for interpreters for deaf, blind, and hard of hearing persons. It's a JFS to the floor. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second, Santiago.
Been moved and seconded.
Madam Chair, can we put this on the consent calendar, please?
We certainly can. Thank you very much. Moving on to number 6, House Bill 5334, a raised bill, an act concerning a study of long-term services and supports. It's the JF to the floor. It is a placeholder. We will be doing a roll call vote. Is that correct, Representative Case?
As a placeholder, yes.
Madam Chair, Madam Clerk, would you call the
Yeah.
roll?
You have to do a motion, ma'am.
Oh,
So moved,
there a motion?
Representative Hughes.
thank you. Second?
Second,
Second.
Santiago.
It's been moved and seconded.
I do have a question on this. How many placeholders have we passed out of committee so far?
I don't know. There was 2 for today. I don't know what we've done in the past. I don't know if the clerk can help us. Representative Abercrombie.
There were 4 on,
Representative Wood, I think these are the only 2. We really try to, because of it being a short session, only do a couple. The reason why I think this one is the most important is because there's still some negotiations going on between DSS and the nursing homes around the acuity rate. And we just want to make sure if there's any language we need to add, that we have a place to put it. But if my memory serves me, this year, we only did 2.
okay, thank you. I thought there had been 1 more, but that might have been higher ed, which is the same time. So, I mean, I was, legislation that I was working on was a beneficiary of one of these placeholder bills, so I can appreciate the value, but I don't think we should have too many of them, hence the question. So thank you very much, Madam Chair.
You're welcome. Any other questions? Then we'll do a roll call vote, please. Madam Clerk.
Thank you. A motion has been made and seconded on agenda item number 6, HB 5334, an act concerning a study of long-term services and supports. This is a JF to the floor. Representative Abercrombie,
Abercrombie votes yes.
Senator Moore,
Senator Moore votes yes.
Senator Berthel,
Senator Berthel votes no.
Representative Case,
Representative Case votes no.
Senator Leeper, or excuse me, Senator Lesser. Representative Leeper,
Representative Leeper votes yes.
Senator Cabrera,
Representative
Butler?
Hughes votes yes.
Thank you, Representative. I didn't get to you yet, but thank you. Representative Butler, Representative Cook,
Representative Cook votes yes.
Representative Dathan,
Representative Dathan votes yes.
Representative Garabay,
Representative Garabay votes yes.
Representative Goupil,
Representative Goupil votes yes.
thank you. Representative Hughes, just to confirm, you vote yes?
Representative Hughes does vote yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Representative Santiago,
Santiago votes yes.
Representative Stallworth, Representative Aurora, Representative Buckby,
Rep. Buckby votes no.
Representative Mascher Francesco,
Representative Master Francesco votes no.
Representative Scott,
Representative Scott votes no.
and Representative Wood.
Representative Wood votes yes.
Sorry, Rep Wood, can you repeat one more time?
Representative Wood votes yes.
There we go. Thank you so much. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Have we determined how late we're going to keep the votes up until?
I think we were going to wait till the end, Madam Chair, and see how many people are left to vote.
Okay.
Madam Chair, Representative Butler is having a hard time getting on. Cass, I don't know if you can do it because of the Zoom. Is there a possibility you can send him the link?
I think we just admitted him.
There he is.
Yes. Oh, great. Oh,
Yes.
good. Thank you. Thank you, Madam
Thank you.
Chair.
You're welcome. Moving on to number 7. House Bill 5336, raised bill, an act applying the provisions of the Indian Child Welfare Act to child custody placement, adoption and termination of parental rights proceedings involving an Indian child. It's a JF to the floor. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second, Santiago.
It's been It's been moved and seconded. Any
Madam
questions?
Chair, how about this goes on the consent too?
Is there agreement that this goes on the consent? Oh, thank you. We'll place this on the consent calendar. Thank you. Moving on to number 8. House Bill 5339, a raised bill, an act expanding access to the Connecticut Home Care Program for the elderly. It's a JF to the floor. Is there a motion?
Moved by Abercrombie.
Second.
by Representative Butler.
Questions?
Madam Chair, number 8, can we put that on the consent, please?
Let's see. Okay. We will place this on the consent calendar. Thank you. Number 9, House Bill 5342, a raised bill, an act concerning membership of the Low Income Energy Advisory Board, a JF to the floor. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second by Cook.
It's been moved and seconded. Any questions?
Let's put number 9 on the consent calendar, Madam Chair.
Did I hear we want to put number 9 on the consent calendar?
That would be it.
Then we will do that. Thank you. Number 10, House Bill 5343, a raised bill, an act concerning the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer health, Human Services and Opportunity Network, a JFS to the floor. Is there a motion?
So moved by Santiago.
Second by Representative Dayton.
It's been moved and seconded. Are there any questions? Representative Mastrofossenko, how are you today?
I'm very well, Senator. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Thank you. I just had a couple quick questions for clarification, just so I'm understanding. On the JFS language, you got starting at lines 106 down to 117. There's a change in where the funds may be utilized to. I'm just curious, is usually when an organization that we form takes money from the state, is there anything different in where they can utilize these funds as opposed to any other contracts? Is that standard?
I'm going to ask OL to help me with that one. I don't know the answer to that, Representative. I will ask.
Yeah, I was just curious why it's new from this year and not, it wasn't put in last year, if it was a change to the standard procedure. Thank you.
Can I, Madam Chair, can I kind of interrupt here?
Yes.
So
Representative
last year when
Abercrombie.
we did, very good question, Representative. Last year when we did this bill, they identified different programs for the dollars to go to. Some of those programs are no longer in existence because of COVID. So what it does is it renames some of the organizations. This is all statutory language change. There is no appropriation that needs to be done. It's a straight statutory language change through you, Madam Chair.
Thank you for that answer. And then the other question I have on here was the lines, I think was 114, the network may also utilize voluntary and uncompensated service for private individuals, state or federal. Is there any oversight on that? Is that normally, it's just the committee that is put together, they kind of decide if they were going to pay a volunteer? Is there any oversight at all, or does it have to go through the state again for approval?
Representative Abercrombie, do you know the answer to that?
Through you, Madam Chair, no, there isn't any oversight through the state, right? So every organization that gets state money has the ability within their boards to determine who's part of their organization and who they pay and who they don't pay, right? And we have a lot of organizations, especially organizations that work with people with disabilities, that have initial staff that they pay, but then they also allow volunteers to come in. So there isn't any, if you're asking, is there any statutory requirement from the state on this? No, there isn't. Through you, Madam Chair.
Does that answer your question, Representative?
Yeah, no, thank you. So the language isn't new, it's standard with what we do all the time. That's all. I just wanted clarification because it was underlined and I didn't know if it was new, but it seems to be pretty standard. Thank you for clarifying that. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you, Representative Abercrombie. Are there any other questions? If not, we'll place this on the consent calendar.
Geez, I didn't even get to offer it to the consent, but
Well,
yeah.
I was trying to get in front of you this. Is there something we would place on the consent calendar, Representative Case?
Yeah, I believe Mr. Francesco just had questions, and if she's okay, I'm okay.
She's okay. All right. Thank you. Then we'll place this on the consent calendar. Number 11 is House Bill 5231, a raised bill and act concerning data collection to prevent malnutrition among senior citizens. It's JFS to the floor.
So moved
So
by
moved.
Cook.
Seconded
Moved
by
by
Case,
Cook. Second by Representative Case. Any
Northwest
questions?
corner. And I'd like to put this on consent.
Okay, we'll put this one on a consent also. Thank you. Senate Bill number 12, Senate Bill 199, a raised bill and act concerning the opening or setting aside of parentage judgment. It's a JFS to the floor. Is there a motion?
So moved by Cook.
Second by
Seconded by
Case.
Abercrombie.
I'll give it to Abercrombie.
Okay.
She did a lot of work on it.
The
Well,
motion's been, are there questions?
I guess you can put this on consent.
Okay, I will. We'll place this one on consent also. Thank you. Number 13, Senate Bill 283, raised and act eliminating income and asset limits for the MedConnect program for persons with disabilities. It's a JFS to the floor.
Representative Hughes, so
motion?
moved.
Moved,
Representative Dathan.
moved and seconded. Questions? Representative
Number
Case,
14 is a good number. Let's put that on consent.
it's number 13.
13. I'm moving ahead, babe.
We'll place that on the consent calendar.
Well, now you know what I
Number-
want to do for 14.
Number 14, Senate Bill 290, raised bill and act concerning certificates of need for long-term care facilities is JFS to the floor. Is there a motion?
Representative Butler makes the motion. So moved.
It's been moved, and seconded.
Case will second it.
Representative Case second. Are there any questions?
You already heard what I was going to do, so let's put this on.
Representative Case, do you think this might be one we would put on a consent calendar?
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. We'll move it to the consent calendar. The final one is number 15, House Bill 5337, a raised bill and act concerning a food as medicine task force and healthy eating incentives. It's a JFS to the floor. Is there a motion?
So
So moved.
Representative Dathan.
Moved and seconded. Are there any questions? If there are no questions,
For Representative Abercrombie as her last bill, let's put this on consent.
I'm feeling
Thank
the
you.
love, Representative Case. I'm feeling
I'm
the
telling
love.
you, I am just telling you, I'm feeling the love. It's got to carry over until next year too. Got to hold on to this as long as we can.
I might
All
start
right,
crying actually over here. I'm tearing up just for the record.
You know, Kathy and I and the House team have the fastest bill ever passed in less than, what was it, 40 seconds on the House floor? See if you can do that in the Senate. You know?
Oh, please, Marilyn, are you listening to this? We
Oh, you guys
pour
put
more-
everything on consent anyways.
I'm
That's
playing a
right.
violin now.
Yeah, thank you. Let me get mine out too. So we put more things on consent in the Senate than you guys could dream of doing downstairs in the House.
That's
But
true. That's
So,
true, Senator.
we are
wish
much
could
more
do more.
efficient.
You're right.
Much more efficient. Thank you,
Yes.
Representative. But
Thank you. Well, thank you all. We now have a consent calendar. We're going to ask the Madam Clerk if you will call the bills and we'll vote on the consent calendar.
Thank you. A motion has been moved and seconded for a consent calendar with the agenda items number 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Am I required to read each title of the bill as well?
I think you should.
No problem. All right,
Thank
so I will go in order. So agenda item number 1, that is HB number 5225. This is an act prohibiting clawback of certain funds retained by nonprofit providers of human services under contract with state agencies. This is a JFS with 4, LCO number 3728. Item number 2, HB 5 333, an act concerning the program of all-inclusive care for the elderly, JFS to the floor, LCO number 3930. Item number 3, SB 280, an act concerning neuropaths, JF to the floor. Item number 5, HB 5230, an act concerning standards for interpreters for deaf, blind, and hard of hearing persons, JFS to the floor, LCO number 3899. Item number 7, HB 5336, an act applying the provisions of the Indian Child Welfare Act to child custody, placement, adoption, and termination of parental rights proceedings involving an Indian child, JF to the floor. Item number 8, HB 5339, an act expanding access to the Connecticut Home Care Program for the elderly, JF to the floor. Item number 9, HB 5342, an act concerning membership to the Low Income Energy Advisory Board, JF to the floor. Item number 10, HB 5343, an act concerning the Lesbian, Gay, Bisexual, Transgender, and Queer Health, Human Services, and Opportunity Network. This is a JFS to the floor, LCO 3784. Item number 11, HB 5231, an act concerning data collection to prevent malnutrition among senior citizens, JFS to the floor, LCO number 3594. Item number 12, SB 199, an act concerning the opening or setting aside of a parentage judgment, JFS to the floor, LCO number 3906. Item number 13, Senate Bill 283, an act eliminating income and asset limits for the MedConnect program for persons with disabilities. This is a JFS to the floor, LCO number 3646. Item number 14, Senate Bill 290, an act concerning certificates of need for long-term care facilities, JFS to the floor, LCO number 3935. And item number 5, House Bill 5337, an act concerning a food as medicine task force and healthy eating initiatives, JFS to the floor, LCO number 3800. Great, Representative Abercrombie?
Representative Abercrombie votes yes.
Senator Moore?
Senator Moore votes yes.
One more time, Senator.
Senator Moore votes yes.
Thank you. Senator Ruffell?
Senator Berthel votes yes.
Representative Case?
Representative Case votes yes.
You didn't pop up on my screen. Can you do it one more time, please?
Representative Case votes yes.
There we go. Thank you. Senator Lesser?
Senator Lesser votes yes.
Representative Leeper?
Representative Leeper votes yes.
Senator Cabrera? Representative Butler?
Representative Butler votes yes.
Representative Cook?
Representative Cook votes yes.
Representative Deason?
Representative Gaten votes yes.
Representative Garibay?
Representative Garibay votes yes.
Sorry, can you do it one more time, please?
Representative Garibay votes yes.
There we go. Thank you so much. Representative Goupil?
Representative Goupil votes yes.
Representative Hughes?
Representative Hughes votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Santiago?
Santiago votes yes.
Representative Stallworth? Representative Aurora? Representative Buckby?
Representative Buckby votes yes.
Representative Mastro Francesco?
Representative Mastro Francesco votes yes.
Representative Scott?
Representative Scott votes yes.
And Representative Wood?
Representative Wood votes yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. So there's still some members have not voted, so it's now 10:30 something, 10:32, I think. We'll hold the votes up until noon, if that's acceptable. Does that work for you, Madam Clerk?
Yes, thank you so much.
All right, and so our thank you to everyone. I don't know if anybody would like to say something to our Representative Abercrombie who's leaving, but now would be the time.
Madam Chair, can I start first, please?
Not on yourself, no. But you can make a comment.
Okay, so I just really want to take the opportunity to thank everybody on this committee. For those of you that know me, I love, love, love human services. I've loved it for 16 years. I am truly going to miss it, and I'm truly going to miss you guys. To my co-chair, Senator Moore, I think we've had 4 terms together, and we have done some amazing work together. So for that, I want to say thank you to you. To Senator Berthel, as a newbie coming in, this is a sharp learning curve, and you've done amazing work. And for that, I want to say thank you to you also. I think we've done some great stuff together, and it's been a pleasure to work with you. To Representative Case, Jay, let me just say, we have been together a long time, and we have worked really, really well together through the years. And for that, I want to say thank you so very much. Even on the floor of the House, you've always been so generous and considerate. And, you know, I will say as a chair, that means a lot. So thank you for that. To Representative Wood, Terry and I, when she was my ranking at one point, and we used to call her the new Lyle Gibbons. Remember that, Terry? And you know, I just have to say that your knowledge and your compassion on this committee has been so helpful through the years, and I really appreciate that, and your friendship. You know, we've always been able to compare notes on our families, and now we're grandmas, and you know, we've got a lot to celebrate. So I really want you to know that your friendship has meant a lot to me through the years. To Representative Aurora, Buckby, Master Francesco, and Scott, thank you for your compassion on this committee too. I always like to say that Human Services is the committee that we do no harm, right? And that we really, the work that we do on this committee impacts from our seniors to our disabled to people that need insurance. And I just want to really thank you guys for your compassion on this committee through the years. To Representative Lesser and Cabrera, thank you so much for your participation on this committee and your hard work. This really is a team effort, and I really do appreciate that. To my colleagues on the other side of the aisle, to Representative Santiago, Hilda is not only a member of this committee, but she's a member of my Meriden delegation. And what people don't know is in Hilda's other life, she works for Senator Murphy, and her knowledge of Medicare and federal law has been so helpful on this committee. And whoever becomes chair next year, Hilda may not be here because we all know that she's running for Secretary of the State, but if for some reason that changes and we're lucky enough to have her back on this committee, use her because she has such a knowledge base that you really should take advantage of. So thank you, Hilda, my friend. To Representative Butler and Stallworth, Larry and Charlie, you guys have been on here probably at least 8 years, if not longer. And it's always been a pleasure working with you guys. Charlie was a vice chair at one point, and so thank you for your good work on this committee. To Representative Hughes, Tathan, Gobel, and Garibay, thank you, ladies, for all your hard work. Lucy, it's so great to have somebody that's also on appropriations to help me carry the water. I really do appreciate that. To Representative Hughes, your background in nursing homes, I think it's so valuable, and I don't think people understand how important it is to have those connections on your committee. So thank you for that. To Representative Garibay, who was my vice chair, congratulations on your first time as chair of aging. You've done an amazing job, and I think it's great to have the connection between human services and the aging committee. So thank you for that. To Representative Leeper, who is our new vice chair, who came in strong and running. I have to tell you, Human Services is such a sharp learning curve, but boy, girl, you are right there. You are going to be amazing in the future on this committee. So thank you for all your hard work. To Representative Cook. Sorry. This is probably one of the hardest ones. Sorry, Cookie and I have been together for a long time. Not only is she a colleague, but she's a good friend. She's somebody that I can call at 8 o'clock in the morning when I know we're going to have a tough day ahead of us, and somebody that I call at 8 o'clock at night and piss and moan about what a tough day it was. And so, you know, we've had the opportunity to become friends as well as colleagues, and we've gotten to share our family experiences, the highs, the lows. And now again, we get to share being grandmas together of girls. And, you know, I know our friendship will go farther than being in this building, but I just really want you to know how much I value that. I value all of you on this committee. I think we've worked really, really well together. I know that you guys will carry the torch in the future. And always remember, this is the committee of do no harm. To our staff, we can't leave out our staff. To Cass, our new clerk, who came in at this late hour, you've done an amazing job, Cass, and I'm hopeful that whoever becomes chair next year will keep you on. Because you are just going to get better as the years go on. But thank you so much for your hard work. And to our other staff, who we could not do our job without you guys. And I sincerely mean that. From Marie, our LCO, who I swear Marie is in my brain. Because when I come up with an idea for legislation, this woman knows exactly what I need. So thank you, Marie, for all your work through the years. To Emily and Lindsay, who are OFA. Emily has been with me for 16 years, all through Human Services. And there again is somebody that just really knows what we're trying to get at. And she knows where every piece of the budget is. So if you ever have any questions, Emily can tell you why we do something. When's the last time we made a change? How many people are in the program? So thank you to the two of you. And to Mary and Jen, who are OLR. The work, I don't think enough appreciation is given to the work that you guys do. Every bill that gets drafted in Human Services, they write a report about it. And they give us all the information, who liked it, who didn't like it, you know, where we should tweak it. And then they also help us see what other states have done so that we can make any legislation we do in our state even stronger. So to our nonpartisan staff, thank you guys for all your work through the years. And I always say to your bosses, because as chairs, we're asked to give our opinion on their performance. Please don't leave Human Services. Please, please, please don't leave Human Services, because you are so valuable to us on Human Services. And with that, I just want to really say thank you. This is really hard to be walking away from Human Services, but I know that you'll all stay here and you'll all carry on the torch. And with that, thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Thank you, Representative. Let's do Senator Berthel.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Representative Abercrombie, thank you for your kind words. Thank you for your service to the people of the state of Connecticut and to your district in Meriden. It has been a pleasure. I really did not know you very well at all, even from the days 8 years ago when I started in the House. You know, we passed each other, we said hello, we were respectful. Getting to know you over the course of my time on this committee I will not say it has been pain-free, but it's been a pleasure, because you have been you've been fair. You have been brutally honest with me on issues that we've talked about and things that maybe I want to fight for that you don't, or vice versa. But more than anything else, I think that we've performed, we have created and brought forth a very strong professional friendship. And I thank you for that, because if we do nothing else in this building, we can all have our politics, we can all have our differences of opinions, we can have the things that we advocate for. But at the end of the day, the common thread that runs through every person on this call and all 187 of us is that we're here to make Connecticut a better place and the best place ultimately to want to live in, and that we have the honor and pleasure of serving in. So thank you for being a really special part of that for me. And, you know, I'm going to miss you. I don't know that I'll be back on this committee next year. Maybe I will. Who knows? We'll figure that out. Who knows if I'll even be back, right? We all don't know in November. But thank you so much for being a very genuine and compassionate human being. I really appreciate that. And God bless you. I hope you enjoy your retirement and go and do all those crazy things you've wanted to do for a lot of years. So thank you, Representative.
Thank you, Senator, for the kind words. I do appreciate it.
Thank you, Senator Berthel. I'm
Thank you,
going to go
Madam
to the Vice Chair, Representative Leeper.
Thanks, Madam Chair. I just want to thank Kathy for taking me under her wing this past session. I feel just so fortunate to have been able to serve alongside you and learn from you. Your depth and wealth of knowledge is incomparable. I wish there was a way I could just download it for all of us for the coming years, should we be lucky enough to come back. I don't know if people could ever understand how many hours you put into this work and the relationships you have with everyone and the respect you garner from people across the agencies to working at our home care, nursing homes, like every place that human services touch, you have deep, meaningful relationships and just so much respect, and that is a huge loss for all of us. And it's just been such an honor to get to witness that and really appreciate how important all of that time you've invested into this work really is. And I'll stop blubbering, but Kathy, thank you so much. It's just been such a pleasure. And even if I don't get to come back next year, having shared this experience with you will have made my tenure here just so much more meaningful. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Jen, and you've done an amazing job, and this learning curve is so sharp, but let me tell you, you've come in and hit the ground running, so thank you for your support on this committee.
Thank you, Representative Leeper. I'm going to go to my Vice Chair, Senator Matt Lesser.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And I will repeat what other folks have said, but it's been such a pleasure to work with Kathy. Yeah, I've worked with you now for 14 years, and we have had adjoining districts for most of that time. And I have learned so much from you. And we've been on the same side on issues, and we have been on opposite sides of issues. But as Representative Leeper just mentioned, just look at the state budget, and your fingerprints are everywhere because you have had a huge and transformative impact on this state. And I have learned so much about human services and the budget as a whole, just from having the opportunity to work with you for so many years. So congratulations, condolences. I think you'll have 7 date nights now, but very, very grateful for the opportunity to work with you for so many years and mostly on the same side. So thank you.
Thank you, Senator, for the kind words. I do appreciate it.
Thank you, Senator Lesser. And now the former Vice Chair from the House, Representative Garibay.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So ditto to everything that everyone said, Kathy. And I think one of the reasons why you're very successful that I have not heard yet is you're always honest. There's no BS, there's no games. You're upfront about where things are at. You don't coddle, etc. And I think that's huge, especially in the world that we live in. And all I can add to everything else is thank you for being my mentor, but you don't get to leave that by leaving the House. It's a lifetime appointment. So thank you. and I will miss you.
I'm not changing my cell number, so please feel free to give me a buzz at any time.
Thank you.
Representative Dathan.
I'm going to echo what everyone else has said, but I have had such a great mentor with you, Kathy. It's been absolutely wonderful. Human Services is 25% of our state budget, and I can't imagine anybody else being able to fill your shoes that is so knowledgeable on the details and the line by line approach that you take to Human Services. You've been an excellent mentor in helping me guide through that. You've been a wonderful MAPOC chair, and you're going to be missed in that committee too. But how it all kind of fits together, you have really shed light to me on how it all works, and I really value that knowledge. And I'm very pleased to hear that you're not changing your cell phone, because I do have a feeling we'll be calling you, and I'm hoping it's not just for questions. I'm hoping I can come by Meriden and meet you for a glass of wine sometime. So thank you so much for your friendship as well, Kathy.
Thank you, Lucy. Thank you for the kind words. And yes, I'm not changing my cell.
Representative Cook, I do see you, but I'm not going to call you. I'm going to let you do last, okay? Representative Master-Francisco.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Kathy, believe it or not, I truly respect you. I know we don't always agree on issues, but I have to tell you, I so admire your knowledge and your passion for what you do. And from my heart, really, I wish you all the best in the future. You really do deserve it. And listen, I know we've had our battles on here and we may be far apart on issues, but I know, this is only my second year on this committee, but I've actually learned a lot from you. And I've known that if I had a question, you're going to be very honest and give me the answer, even though we don't agree. So I truly, from my heart, wish you the best and thank you.
Thank you,
all your
Representative.
insight. I really
Thank you,
mean it.
Representative. I appreciate that. And I know your heart's in the right place. We just look at it from different lens. So I take that. So thank you. Thank you for the kind words.
Thank you.
Representative Hughes.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just real quick, I just wanted to say how grateful I am on behalf of the public for your dedication to accountability and transparency and good governance. And I echo the comments about MAPOC being extraordinarily important in terms of giving the public that kind of transparency and confidence in our human services and oversight. And thank you so much for appointing me to some of these committees to serve on ongoing good governance structures. I think that you have demonstrated leadership and how that can be for other states, and really cultivating those relationships with all the agency heads and the nonprofits and the service providers and the consumers and the public themselves. So I am deeply, deeply in gratitude for your leadership and for your inclusion of my service in that. So thank you very much, Kathy. I will never forget it.
Thank you, Representative Hughes, and thank you for your support on all of these important issues that you have a much more valuable base than I do. So it's been great working with you. So thank you.
Representative Butler.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I was considering changing my background so you could see my hand was raised. At any rate, Kathy, I just wanted to let you know that it's been 15 years that I've been on Human Services. So actually, I just wanted to share with the world that it's been an honor to serve with you as the chair of Human Services and all the bills that have been brought out over all the years. I always felt so confident in my votes that I had all the information that I needed to make the appropriate vote, because I know that you had done all the background on all the bills. You're so knowledgeable about everything. And that, as a committee member, when a chair brings anything to the committee for a vote, I could tell you that I always felt confident. And that's not the case on every committee. I just wanted to commend you for all the hard work you've done. And it was a pleasure to serve with you. You invoked the name of Lyle Gibbons. And Lyle Gibbons was, if there was ever a Hall of Fame of state representatives, she should be in it because she embodied the spirit of cooperation and actually was very thoughtful, considerate. And I could tell you that Representative Wood reminds me so much of her. Representative Case, you got a little ways to go, but you're getting there. But really, it takes that kind of cooperation to actually move the agenda forward for the people that are in the most need in the state of Connecticut. So I want to commend you again, Kathy, and Senator Moore. You're actually doing a great job working with Kathy. Now, if you just recognize my hand with his race a little bit earlier, you're going to be, on your way to the Hall of Fame too. So thanks again.
If that's all it takes, Representative Butler.
Well, anything to get recognized earlier, but I have to jump off to go to 11 o'clock meeting. So thank you all. It's been a pleasure serving with all of you.
Thank you,
Thank
Larry,
you.
for the kind words. And yeah, I didn't realize it was that long. I apologize, but yeah, we've done some really great things together. And thank you for your support on this committee through the years. I really do appreciate it.
Okay, I was trying to, thank you, Representative Butler, and I apologize, I didn't see your hand. I was trying to save Representative Cook and Case for the very end for a wrap up, if that's okay with the both of you all. Thank you. Representative Santiago.
Thank you. Thank you, Senator Morris. So what can I say about Kathy? She makes human services a transition to our grassroots community services. And her heart is always into everything that she does. And her knowledge and relationships that she has built over the last 16 years. I've been on this committee since I started in 2012. And human services is always dear to my heart. And so I see that Kathy doesn't just legislate, but she participates. And she's in Meriden, she's on boards that have to do with human services. So I would encourage those that are not on boards or commissions at the local level that has to do with human services, should be a participant on those boards, because that's where you really learn about what human services is all about. And she's been a great colleague. She's my mentor, and she's the dean of the delegation right now. So I know I'll be seeing her around Meriden. She's not going to stop participating in the community. This is what she loves to do. And she loves people, and she loves the social services. So I've been great. I have been blessed that as chair, her being chair of this committee has really taught me what is behind the scenes to get human services funding and human services out in the forefront. And she's done that with pleasure, and she's done that with honesty. And I ditto everything everybody else has said. So thank you, Senator Moore.
Thank you, Hilda. And we'll be seeing you in Meriden. Absolutely. Thanks, Hilda.
All right, thank you. Representative Cook.
Hey, Kath, I brought the tissues. 14 years ago, you were assigned to me, and I was assigned to you before our official mentor program started. So I got you and a bonus with Representative Walker. And it was the three of us that sat in the back row in the House. And we had to babysit good old A to Z who sat in front of us. And it was then that I learned everything and anything about how to navigate the crazy world of which we live in. You taught me how to navigate family responsibilities, advise on what to put first, You showed me how to build relationships in a manner that is totally different on the outside world than it is on the inside of this world. Your guidance has always been supportive and directive, but never condescending. And you've showed the importance of friendship, leadership, and for us as women, the importance of us to stick together to make great strides.
I didn't want you to be in the background.
Hilda, you're not on mute.
Oh,
And you are also the only person that knows when I'm not feeling well. And you know it before I know it. There's no words. I've been fortunate enough to be your vice chair. You've drugged me through the Human Heartstrings Committee for 14 years. And you've trusted me with things and you've helped along the way. And when great things happen, you're the first person I text. And when terrible things happen, you're the first person I text. And there's no way that the void that is going to happen when you walk out of this building will ever be filled to capacity. That's friendship, knowledge, compassion, and concern, and everything in between. And we have been totally blessed to have you as our leader and always having our back. And we will be very envious of you as you travel through the roads and the highways and the byways, seeing the incredible places from the view of the RV that you all have not bought yet. So I expect postcards, phone calls, and videos. And I know that your heart's always here because this is where your grandbabies are. So make sure that you know that you can always park the RV in the front when you're stopping by.
We can
miss
do
you.
lunch in it.
Absolutely. Lunch and wine, baby. I love you, girl.
Thank you, Michelle. Right back at you. Thank you so much.
Representative Case.
Boy, I feel as though this is a roasting. You
Oh,
know,
boy.
Representative,
I'm in trouble.
Representative
You
Cook
said
and Representative
roasting.
Abercrombie are enjoying their grandchildren. I don't know when mine will start coming, but
You're in trouble.
if he's only 3, I got a ways to go. Hey, 10 years is for me, and it's 10 years in human services, and 8 years ago I became ranking. And I remember Kathy, you don't bother Kathy on a late Thursday because you know what she's got to do on Thursday nights. So that was my first lesson learned. And then when they decided to move my office and take Kathy's conference room away,
Oh, yeah.
everything hit the fan. I was just like, what did we do? But I'll tell you, and I thank you for the words earlier. It's a relationship that's grown, and the respect that's grown. I know there's conversations that go back and forth. You talked about it, Rep Cook, but we talked early this morning. We can talk on the House floor. We can get things done, and I think in this, we're not in the building, but in the building, it's about respect and about learning about each other. And I think over the years, we've really made this committee so that it's something that can get stuff done. And we've proven that in many ways. And it's thanks to, us having our moments together. And well, I'll tell you, the last few years have just been, moving along because we can get the information that we need and we always flush it out in the end. And, we can agree to disagree. But when a bill comes forward on the House, we always talk about it before it comes up. And that's how things move forward, because things are so flushed out before they get to the House that there's really not a lot of questions that people have to ask. So I have to say that, and I don't know why they moved me over there into the conference room just to be closer to you. But, I was happy for that because, the knowledge was there and the ability to get stuff done when we had a committee meeting because their offices were right there, and then they threw Senator Moore in the mix, and it really was a team. And having Rep Wood next to us, I mean, we had a that little block of rooms where our offices are is where we got stuff done, and we brought the committee and our members together to make sure that we had some smooth. And I just have to say, I thought we'd make this a quick meeting today, and here we are an hour later. But it's all because of you, Kathy, and we make jokes, we have fun. But as Rep Cook said, I look forward to those pictures from the RV. We've traded our ideas on RVs because we were both looking for them at the same time. I was at a dealer, and the salesman says, Rep Abercrombie was just here. I'm just like, whoa. So anyways, it's all good. I'm not going to make you cry, but everybody needs to realize that it's a process. It can be rocky when you start, but if you learn to respect each other and work together, that's what makes things happen. And I think that's what you brought to me and allowed me to do, is to understand and respect what we do. And we're here for the people, and that's the bottom line. And I know that's where your heart is too. So with that, I said my words on the House floor. I'm sure I'll have plenty more to say, but thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Jay. It's really been a pleasure to work with you through the years. And, I think you're absolutely right. How many committees can say 90% of their bills come out on consent? Not many, right? And how does that get done? By sitting together and really talking about the issues and coming to a mutual consent. And I think we've done that really, really, really well on this committee. So I'm going to give you a charge that next year, whoever the chair is for Human Services, along with Marilyn, you need to keep that support going and that work, right? Because it's really important to show the public, right, that we can get things done and we can get them done in a bipartisan manner. So thank you, and thank you to everybody on this committee. It's really been a pleasure with everyone. My friend Terry Wood's there too. Terry?
Representative Wood, your hand is up.
No, I think she hit it by accident.
I think she did too. She had to go to another meeting. I just want to say to Kathy, 30 minutes is not enough to show the appreciation that we all have collectively for your contribution to, not just to this committee, but to each individual and how you've touched them and how they've learned from you. And I'm quite sure as we go forward, as I said earlier, nobody knows where we're going to be next year, but I'm quite sure your name is going to ring out in every committee meeting. And I am quite sure our support staff is going to be saying, well, I think that was because Representative Abercrombie. So thank you for all we did, all you've done. And I'm quite sure this is not the end of the Love Fest, because you've got other committee meetings that people are going to go through, and you're probably going to hear more conversation about your contribution and what you've done, especially in appropriations. All I remember from the first time meeting you is said, is it good policy? But is it good policy? And I'll carry that, because many times when I wonder why I'm arguing something, I go back and I think about, is it good policy? And thank you. And I know PLTI is very proud of having you as one of their alumni, to have stuck it out for that many years and made your mark on the children, because that's really what was the motive for PLTI. Families and children working together and training people from the community to create a voice for themselves and bring that voice to the legislature. And they could use you as a model in on one of their agendas or in their story of how it played out for you and how it could do it for so many others who are in the community working to try and make things happen. But you've taken it to the stars. You've created a new level. So thank you.
And Senator Moore, just so you know, Representative Santiago is also a PLTI graduate.
Oh, okay.
So you got a twofer on this committee.
Yes. So they should have you on their anything that they do. This is what can be done when you join PLTI. And these are people that you could go to and ask, how did they do it? So thank you. Thank you.
And thank you. It's been a pleasure working with you through the years. And we've done, I'll say it again, we've done some amazing, amazing things together. So yeah, thank you so much. And we're not done. We still have some things to get over the finish line this year, and we will get there. And again, to everyone, thank you so much. I really, from the bottom of my heart, I'm really, really going to miss you and this committee, because this committee has been like my baby. And I will say it's not easy to walk away, but it's time. And I'm in a good place with my decision. My husband's been waiting 5 years for me to retire because he's been retired. And I said it on the floor. I have 2 more grandbabies on the way, one due in June and one due in September. And I'm young enough to and healthy enough, thank God, to be able to enjoy it. You know, we see so many people wait because financially they have to, and I'm not judging anyone for that. And then how many of us know people that retire and within a year them or their spouse has gotten sick, right? And they can't enjoy their life. So I could probably do this another 10 years. But, I look at my future and I see my husband and my family, and the time is right. So thank you guys. I really do appreciate it, and I will miss you guys a lot.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you all. Well, we're going to recess the meeting until 12 noon and let people vote. Have a great day, everybody.
Thank you,
Take care.
everyone. See you soon. Bye.
Thank you. That was nice, Kathy.
Thank you so much, Marilyn. Thank you for that. That was
very nice.
I know it was heartfelt, and mine was heartfelt. And I just hope I've given the speaker a couple of recommendations, for depending what happens in November, and hopefully somebody with a good solid Medicaid base will be the new chair. The other thing I've suggested, and I've suggested this for years, anybody that has a money committee, even the aging committee, at least 1 or 2 of the chairs should have to be on a PROS, because you have to understand the dollars, and how that works. So that was my recommendation for this committee. And again, once I leave, it's up to the speaker, but hopefully, that person will be on both, which will help navigate the system. So, yeah. Thank you,
Okay.
Mayor.
All right. Have a good day, everybody.
You
Take
too.
care.
Talk soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Kath. If you need me, just send me a text, okay?
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
Okay, see you in a little bit.
Bye. Hi, Representative, how are you? Oh, you're muted.
Yes, thank you. How are
There we
you?
go.
Always good to see you, Madam Clerk.
Yeah, nice to see you as well. Let me just get everything in order. So we had a chunky consent calendar happen, but I will go through the first two that were not on the consent calendar, if that's okay.
Sure, let's do that.
So item number 4 on the agenda, Senate Bill number 287, an act concerning Medicaid. This was a JF to the floor. How do you vote?
Yes, yes, Representative Aurora is a no on SB 287.
Next one is item number 6 on the agenda, House Bill 5334, an act concerning a study of long-term services and supports. How do you vote?
I vote no on that one as well.
Okey-dokey. Everything else was on the consent calendar. So the items 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Were there any that you needed me to?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I vote yes on on all the items on the consent calendar.
Okay, you're all set. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for all your service.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Hi, Representative Stallworth.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm well. Glad I made it called in.
No problem. So 2 out of the 15 items on the agenda were voted separately. I'll go through those 2 first.
Okay.
If that's all right with you. Okay, awesome. Item number 4 on the agenda, this was Senate Bill 287, an act concerning Medicaid. This was a JF to the floor. How do you vote?
Yes.
Okay. Item number 6 on the agenda, House Bill 5334, an act concerning a study of long-term services and supports. How do you vote?
Yes.
Okay. And then we had a pretty big consent calendar with items 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 from the agenda on this consent calendar. Do you need me to go over any of these for you?
No, I'm a yes on the consent calendar.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You're all set.
All right, thank you for your support and having you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. Hello.
Hello, Madam Clerk.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Just want to make sure you got other
The
votes
dummy
on
bill.
it.
Tempted to vote no, but I'll vote. Senator Lesser will vote for the dummy bill.
So I have 2. So item number 4 on the agenda, Senate Bill 287. How do you vote?
In the affirmative. I thought I missed. So I missed. That was the only vote I missed, right? Or was there?
There was a second one.
What was that?
Item number 6 on the agenda. It was House Bill 5334. That did not get put on the consent calendar. This was an act concerning a study of long-term services and support.
Long-term services and support.
Mhm.
And I'm sorry, what's the, can you tell me what the current vote count is on that?
Let's see. Currently, all Dems, yes.
I'll vote for it. That's fine.
Okay. So you vote yes on House Bill 5334. Okay.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Alrighty, that was it.
That was easy. Thank you so much.
No problem. I'll see you later.
Hi
Hi,
guys,
Senator.
how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, thanks for holding the votes open.
Of course, no problem. So most of these got put onto a consent calendar. I will go through the two that didn't first, and then we can go on to the consent. calendar. Works for you. Okay. Item number 4 on the agenda, this was Senate Bill 287, an act concerning Medicaid. How do you vote?
Senator Cabrera votes yes.
Item number 6 on the agenda, House Bill 5334. This was an act concerning a study of long-term services and supports. How do you vote?
Senator Cabrera votes yes.
Okay. Everything else, all the other items, 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 on the agenda were put onto a consent calendar. Do you need me to go over any of those for you?
No, I know which ones they are. I read them.
Awesome. Okay,
Yeah.
how do you vote?
Senator Cabrera votes yes.
All right, you're all set.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Hi, Representative Butler. How are you?
Hey, I'm glad to catch you.
Thanks for
It's been a
hopping
hectic
on.
day, but I guess there's 2 bills I need to vote on.
Yes, just the 2 that were not on the consent calendar. Item number 4 on the agenda, this was Senate Bill 287, an act concerning Medicaid. The JF to the floor. How do you vote on that one?
I can't hear the title.
Yeah, it was an act concerning Medicaid.
Oh, yes, yes.
Okay. And then the other one was item number 6 on the agenda. This was House Bill 5334, an act concerning a study of long-term services and supports. This was a JF to the floor. How do you vote?
I vote yes.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you for all your work.
Thank you.
Have a good
You have a
day.
good rest of your day. Bye.
You too.